Mhm. So today we are on number 49. Even if you become rich, never forget your former poverty. Yataro Iwasaki and his mother. Yataro Iwasaki, 1834 to 1885, the Japanese entrepreneur and founder of the Mitsubishi Group, was a man of deep integrity and a financial giant of his times. Even so, when he visited the homes of government ministers and other eminences, he always wore straw sandals. When asked why, he would answer, "It's what my mother taught me." Even after Yataro's rise to national prominence, his mother continued to weave straw sandals for him to wear. She would hand them to him and say, "Even if you have become rich, you must never forget your former poverty and become proud." Once a man called at the home of an American magnate to ask for a charitable contribution. When he arrived, he overheard him scolding a servant, "All you need is a little bit. Why did you use so much?" Wondering what it was that the servant had used too much of, he listened closely and found it was glue. "A man that stingy isn't likely to make a contribution," he thought glumly. But he went ahead and made his pitch. His host surprised him with a generous donation of $500 on the spot. Surprised at the discrepancy, the man asked about the glue incident and was told, "I do my best to waste nothing, not even a bit of glue. That is why I have money to donate to your cause. Use things wastefully, and you are sure to suffer privation in the end. All things exist to help us achieve the purpose of human life, so nothing, however small, must be treated with disrespect." Okay, very good. Yeah, I think this is also a very heartwarming story and maybe a lot of wisdom. So, Buddhism is an embodiment of compassion and wisdom. The wisdom part maybe is not as much known as much as the compassion part. So, yeah, wisdom means the faculty of seeing ahead. If we understand human nature, we are made of blind passions. One of them is desire for fame and recognition. So, in case we become rich or we become famous or people give us a lot of attention, we have the potential, the blind passion to become proud, and then we go off track. Because once we get swept away by our blind passions, then everything goes downhill. And yeah, so to counteract that, one solution or practice of wisdom will be to never forget our former poverty. It could be poverty in terms of money, or also poverty for us, like in Buddhism, it's in terms of how distressed we were before we found Buddhism. We don't want to forget our beginner's journey, where we came from. Because we forget where we came from, we become too proud, as if we created this happiness or this wealth or this popularity or whatever it is. We think we created it by ourselves. The truth is, everything is interdependent. And of course, it's all Amida Buddha's grace and guidance for all of us to find true happiness. So that's one thing we want to always be mindful of, not to forget our former poverty and our former pain and distress. And then also, yeah, the first paramita, one of our daily practices, is the act of generosity or giving, especially giving for the Dharma to be spread. It's very noble act of giving. So thanks to all of you being contributing, sustaining members, we are able to give the Dharma talks so frequently, dedicate ourselves to do that. And so I always encourage people to make a contribution to our cause. And actually, most people, they decline and they are not willing to do that. And the one cause of it is written here very well. So because people don't learn about their finances, how to manage their finances, so they easily waste a lot of money. It is taught, Buddha taught that to spend money on our own desires is as easy as just like, touching your face, caressing your face like that. That's so easy. But to spend money for Buddhism, to give for the cause of Buddhism, or to just give back for the happiness that we are feeling blessed with, that to give money for that purpose is as difficult as having our nails pulled out of our fingers. So that's how painful it is. That's how attached we are to our money and other possessions. But as we learn again the paramita of wisdom, that's the sixth paramita, which is the hardest one. But if we learn to manage our money and reduce our wasteful expenses, we will always have money to give. It's not that we don't have to give, we don't want to give. So like this example here, yeah, saving even a little bit of glue. So all these little bit of savings, it adds up a lot. And then we always have freedom to give and freedom to be the best version of ourselves that we want to be. So that's the beauty of life, to recognize that all things exist to help us achieve the purpose of human life. So nothing, however small, must be treated with disrespect. This attitude will bring us a lot of joy, and people who interact with us, they feel how we show that respect for human dignity and for everything that exists. It is purposeful. It's not just is for the sake of it. So hopefully we can also reduce environmental damages and losing our inhabited earth as well. Inhabited. So good job everyone for being here practicing together. And yeah, today we will have Hattori Sensei's class at 7 p.m. Pacific. And have a wonderful Tuesday. Bye.
Thank you,
Thank
Buddha.
you. Thank you, Gary, and everyone. Take care.